This is Woodburne Mansion. We are standing in front of the portico, which is very neoclassical. The symmetry, it's magnificent. The sweep of history that this whole site represents is breathtaking. Over there is believed to be the Mincos Indian Trail, which is a route connecting the Susquehanna River with the Dutch, Swedish, and later English fur trading posts along the Delaware. I think they came down Bartram's Lane, which crossed the plateau, went down to 12th Street, where the 12th Street Dam was built because there were rocks there, across Darby to the Cobbs Creek Dam, and then on to the trading posts. I do speculate whether they would have used this kind of as a staging area. They've been carrying these furs all the way from the Susquehanna. I think they possibly stopped here to repack and get ready, have a ceremony for good trading the next day. I don't know, it's speculative. But after that, this land was purchased by John Bartram, who was a grandfather of John Bartram, the botanist. And his farm was over there. At some point, the land east of Springfield Road was sold to George McHenry, who was a Southern sympathizer and thought that Pennsylvania should join the Confederacy. He lost that land in sheriff's sale in 1862 and was then purchased by Thomas Scott, who was serving in Lincoln's cabinet as Assistant Secretary of War for Transportation. I don't know how that transfer took place, but it remained under the ownership of the Scott family until 1936, when the Sisters of the Divine Redeemer purchased it for an orphanage. When the United States entered the war in 1917, there was a problem getting soldiers back to aid stations. Too many were dying because, traveling on horses, etc. So a man named Harjes, a French millionaire, purchased ambulances and started the Norton Harjes volunteer ambulance service. And the call went out to various universities to come and volunteer. Among the volunteers was Edgar Thompson Scott, Ernest Hemingway, John Dos Passos, Robert Service, Walt Disney. Basically, sort of the gentleman's ambulance service. Edgar Scott Sr. became a major in the American Army, helping as a liaison between the Red Cross and the volunteer ambulance service, etc. He died about 20 days before the armistice and there are mysterious circumstances. Again, I'm still trying to trace that line. His son, Edgar Thompson Scott Jr., met Hope Montgomery and married, and she became Hope Montgomery Scott, and was also the inspiration for the Philadelphia story. And I just think it's beautiful. It should have a use. It should have a use. There's a poem by Joyce Kilmer called "The House with Nobody in It." I know it isn't haunted, but I wish it were. I do, because it wouldn't look so lonely if it had a ghost or two.